21 years of Divas Simply Singing, yes.
And your baby can now have a drink legally.
My baby can now have a drink legally, but just because we can drink doesn't mean we have to.
Yeah? Well, after 21 years, do you
Yes.
consider yourself an activist still, or are you more of an educator now?
Oh my goodness, I think I'll always be a combination of those two things with, of course, the arts mixed in on top of it, because that's what gets people's attention.
Speaking of divas, you've got a few divas in the house tonight.
Yes, I do.
The original
Yes.
Dreamgirls lineup, baby, 30 years.
30 years, Loretta, Devine, and myself, and Jennifer Holliday, we are back together. I mean, we come together maybe once every 2 years, which means we see each other more than most dysfunctional families. So it's all good.
Do you remember that opening night of Dreamgirls?
I will never, ever forget it as long as I lived. And I'm telling you, one of the most incredible moments that people never heard was to hear Jennifer Holliday, the Jennifer Holliday that played Effie Melody White, sing. And I'm telling you, I'm not going. It came from a place that you had to ask, where is that place? It was the most amazing thing. And I got to tell you honestly, I never missed it, not one show. And I did the show for 1,247 performances. Now, if you put that against The Lion King, that's a drop in the bucket. But back then, that was a long time to be doing a show.
Well, it's been 30 years. Would you be up for doing a 30th anniversary Broadway, one night only, Divas Dreamgirls reunion?
Bring it on now. Who else better to do it than us? Thank you. Might have to change the keys a little bit, but...
Yeah. 30 years. It's also 30-year anniversary of the epidemic.
That's right.
Now, you started this foundation sort of out of respect and to honor all those people you were doing the Dreamgirls show with back in the day.
Absolutely.
You have performers here tonight that are younger than this epidemic.
That's right.
Do you think this generation really understands what happened 30 years ago? I mean, do you think they understand how the world really changed?
By having an event like this, it teaches them, it reminds them that there was a time when people dropped dead in numbers too great to mention, and when they needed people the most, people turned their backs on them. They were comfortable in pointing fingers, saying that's what they deserve. Had we cared 30 years ago, we wouldn't be where we are now, where AIDS affects all of us.